This podcast may contain spoilers from whatever TV show or movie is mentioned. Please listen at your own discretion. Welcome to Viewers Anonymous.
What's going on? I am Scoots Bronson.
And I am S. Foster.
And this is the Viewers Anonymous podcast. What's going on with you, brother?
You know what I'm saying? Another week, another pod, and I'm ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
listen. Okay, never mind. Okay, so I'm moving too fast. But I'm good, man. How about yourself, man? Is everything good with you?
Man, I'm great, man. My son Game finally came in, so he you know what I'm saying, he on cloud 9 right now, man. He all over on the couch, you know what I'm saying, and got his feet kicked up. He chilling. So you know what I'm saying, I got one down and two more to go. I ain't gotta worry about nobody else.
Oh man. Boy, you wild, boy, you wild. Nah, but on some real shit though, like you know what I'm saying? Went down the memory lane today. You know what I'm saying? Went and listened to an old pod, man, an old Stolen Time podcast. You know what I'm saying? Had Unc on the mind, so you know what I'm saying, listen to an old little pod. But it's just, man, it's a blessing, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like to be able to just be like, man, I'm missing my guy. You know what? Boom, you know what I'm saying? Stroll. Yeah. I got so many that I can stroll down and listen to. And this is the crazy part, because we did so many pods and he gave me so many gems. Like I went back and listened to an old one and I might have missed it at the time. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then like you can go back and you can hear that jewel and be like, yeah, Aunt did say some shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just a blessing that I was able to get him on the pod and we was able to pod together for some years. Yeah. And I can always go back and you know, and catch a gem that I missed. You know what I'm saying? Something that he told me, and it's like, damn, you know what? He was right on that. So, you know what I'm saying? Just went down old memory lane today, but you know, it's just great to be able to go back and hear an old pod and hear my guy talking that real shit.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope as hell. So man, you know what I'm saying, it's Friday. You know what I'm saying, we basically been, god damn, that goddamn Space Jam got me fucked up, man. I'm talking like Porky Dick. I was doing that shit with my kids, man. I was messing around with them. I was doing that bleep 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 bleep. But nah, you know what I'm saying, we got a week to pretty much, you know what I'm saying, find out some stuff to watch or catch up on some shows, or maybe, you know what I'm saying, find a new show. So if anybody that's been listening, y'all already know, you know what I'm saying, we do What You Watching. So, you know what I'm saying, what you got for us this week, man?
What I got this week, man. So this is a show, man. I've been invested in this show, if I'm not mistaken, I think since 2016, I believe. And the fourth season came out, and the show that I'm watching right now is Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
It's actually the American version, because there's I think it's British or no, it's Australia. It's an Australian version, but this is the American version, man. I mean, long story short, it's kind of like in a way, like, have you ever seen that movie? I think it was called Mother's Boys or Mama's Boys or something like that, where the mother was like the, you know what I'm saying, the queen paying all her boys to do like robberies and shit for her and shit like that. That's basically what Animal Kingdom is. You know what I'm saying? But the fourth season, Smurf got killed by actually her grandson. But it wasn't like that. Like, it was at the season finale of season 3. She put them on the job to do, and the job ended up being where she did a job with her oldest son. Well, actually, her oldest son, she had twins. But Jay's mother died, so his twin died, and the grandson was the twins, because she had a boy and a girl. Right. So the girl died of a overdose. That was the opening scene of Animal Kingdom. Was this girl? She had an overdose and she had a little kid, and then he had to go start staying with his grandma and all his uncles. So
Okay.
like Jay is all grown up now. You know what I'm saying? He's a part of the family. But the thing with Jay is the one that got the brain. Like the rest of the brothers, they're not smart like him. So she kind of put Jay in charge. So it's kind of fucked up because it's like she had this one dude that was in it. He wasn't blood, but he dated. He ended up being Jay's dad, but it was a dude. He ended up being with the family because I think that his family was poor and like he hung out with them a lot, and then he started dating the sister. So he was like the brains of the operation. He ended up getting killed. So now Jay is in, but Jay is the brains, but the rest of the boys, they're more like the muscle. So her and Jay got this relationship, but the reason why Jay killed her was because she set up this job that she set up a job where her oldest Pope's dad, well, actually it was his uncle. She robbed him of this gold and all this type of shit, but they thought it was gonna be like a, you know what I'm saying, a clean sweep and you gone. But what she ended up doing was she started an unnecessary shootout because she wanted to fuck them over, because she wanted to kill them all, and then the whole thing went bad, and she was already sick anyway. She had cancer, and she did this whole little thing where she was like, you know what I'm saying, you better kill me, boom, 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 I'm gonna do this, and Jay shot her. So that's why he shot his grandma. But like now it's like, but this is the twist though. The twist is start season 3, they went back and they started having these, they were showing us these flashbacks of what Smurf was like when she was like 18, 19, 20 years old and shit like that. And she used to do like these rivalries and shit with this black girl. And the kicker is, so now it's like 30 years later. So she dies and this motherfucker leaves everything to the black lady.
Oh shit.
Dude, everything. Almost everything. Cause she got like all these properties. She her own house, safety deposit boxes, all this shit she left it to the black girl and none of her boys. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. I just watched the second episode last night. It's a really good show, man. I'm telling you, like if you get into it, you'd be like, yo, this shit is crazy, man. This shit is crazy.
Okay.
But it's a really fucking good show. So I just went on a rant there. Right? Yeah, it's on TNT. I'm sorry I went on a rant, people, but obviously you can see I'm excited about this show. Like it's a really, really good show, man. They be on their shit. But shout out to the people that do Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, man. For me, so I mentioned this show, I want to say probably maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago at the least. But I had caught on to it because I was listening to a pod. They had brought it up, so you know what I'm saying, I figured I'd check it out. And I fell in love with the show, man. It was a good show. It's on Apple TV. But now season 2 is out today. Fresh new season. Ted Lasso. Man, Jason Sudeikis in this show is amazing. When I tell you, like, great comedic acting, I'm talking about the cast is like, he's really the star. You're not gonna find any. Well, you might find one or two, but you're really not gonna find that many people that's like, you know what I'm saying, big time in America. So you know what I'm saying, for the people who don't know, Ted Lasso is about a ex college football coach who gets hired to become this English soccer coach, and it's in one of the biggest leagues in England, or actually in Europe. It's called the Premier League. So you know what I'm saying, they playing against like Manchester United, they playing against like Liverpool, they playing against Newcastle United, like Everton and all those teams. So in the first season, they basically hired him to fail. He ended up actually doing a lot better um than what they expected, and he got them like to the championship. They ended up winning the championship. Then you know what I'm saying, he was going through a divorce, but he's like this real super positive guy. So you got a chance to see him have to deal with the divorce in a different way. Like he ended up getting anxiety, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then, you know what I'm saying? It just showed a lot of different aspects of, you know what I'm saying? Like, uh, different people and going through things and having, you know, him having to live overseas and his son is back home in America. You know what I'm saying? Him building a relationship with the owner of the soccer team, and she had just got a divorce as well with her husband who actually owned the soccer team before her, but she got the team in a divorce. So her whole thing was like basically getting as much revenge on him as possible, but her husband is like this billionaire playboy. I mean, it's so much going on, but everything fits in the right place, and it's just such a great show. So season 2 came out today. Excuse me, I'm going to watch it as soon as we get off of here, and I'm excited to see it, man. It's Ted Lasso. It's on Apple TV. If you guys have Apple TV, check it out. And also, I'm excited about the new season of Titans. That'll be on HBO Max coming up. Super dope show. I think they're in season 3 or 4 or something like that. But it's gonna be a good one. I know they showing the old episodes on like TBS or TNT or something now, but the new episodes come out soon on HBO Max. So if you guys are into comic book shit, any DC characters, anything like that, or if you know about Teen Titans and shit like that, that's a good show to watch.
Look at this guy, and doubled up on us this week. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't
Shoot.
go without saying it, man, because you know what I'm saying. I've been actually waiting for Titans to drop, but you know, because I know you watched Doom Squad,
Doom Patrol.
so Doom Patrol. I don't know why I'm thinking of Doom Squad. I'm
Yeah.
thinking of something else. But nah, you watch Doom Patrol, so it's like characters from Titans that's in Doom Patrol and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying, like they kind of coexist. So yeah, the success that Doom Patrol had actually made it possible for Titans to even be a TV show. So I figured I'd go ahead and throw that, you know what I'm saying, and because I know it's people out here who love comic book shit, so that's something for them.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Ain't nothing wrong with throwing a little nugget out there.
Yeah.
Cause I was about to be like, you double up, I'm doubling up too. But I said, nah, I'm gonna save it, man. Cause
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
got.
You know, you already
It's
know.
something else. It's something else, man. That I just started, man. I was like, yeah, I'm saying, I got you because
Mhm.
it's I mean, it's some shit out there, but like at the same time, it's just like, you know, I mean, it hasn't been really because I'm about to finish up. I'm on episode 10 of Fargo, which I mentioned Fargo maybe like 3 weeks ago or something like
Mhm.
that. And with the fourth
Mhm.
season of Fargo. So I'm about finished with that. So gotta find some new shit. So,
Yeah.
you know. But a lot of the stuff that I said, like I'm still watching, like I mentioned Dave, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm on like episode like, I don't know, 6 or 7 of that. I mentioned Black Monday. Black Monday is
Yeah.
on like episode like 8 or 9. So, you know, so a lot of this stuff is about to close out. But
And see, I got to start Black Monday too. But Dave, I'm waiting for Dave to finish the season out, so I can just watch it straight through.
hey, that shit is nuts, boy.
That shit is hilarious, bro.
It is so fucking nuts, man.
Yeah.
Hey, boy, the last episode, this motherfucker stupid. Had Doja Cat on there, man.
Oh man.
Man, and Doja Cat was trying to go out on a date with Nicki, man. That shit was, I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. It was so funny though, man. It's like it's crazy, it's crazy. But anyway, that's beside the point.
Yeah, man.
But yo, like this is you always be, you know what I'm saying? Well, it wasn't always. It was just like you just kept crediting me on like on the mayor shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Man, you so right about that. You so right about that. Yo, like man, you put me on this one, man. For the people that don't know, man, we doing the Amazon Prime show. Just came out this year. Actually, what like a month and a half ago? Like it's still
Yeah,
fairly new.
it's
Um,
super new.
yeah, man. The show Panic, man. Like I remember seeing the little thing up there, but I just didn't click on it. And then like I don't know what it was, man. You had mentioned it to me, and you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm trying to remember what was that. I think it was when it was when The Devil Made Me Do It came out.
Yep.
Because I think we did that episode that Friday, and you was telling me, "Yo, man, you need to check
Yep.
out Panic."
Yep.
So, I started watching it, and it was like, yo, I went like 4 or 5 straight episodes. I was like, oh shit. I was like, who's right about this shit? So, you know what I'm saying? We put it on the list, and now we're doing it today, man. To be honest with you, I don't recognize any of these motherfucking actors or
At
actors.
all. At
Like,
all.
I think all of them are pretty new, because like when I looked at the IMDb, like a lot of them really don't have anything else but this. So, it's all new faces. I
Well,
think
the only one that I do remember is the Natalie chick. She was in the M Night Shyamalan movie with the dude without a split. She was in
Split.
Split.
Yeah. She was in Split. That's right.
She was
You're
one of
right.
the girls that was getting kidnapped.
Yes, she was in Split. You know the crazy thing, dude? I just literally just watched Mr. Well, not Mr. It's just Glass. I just watched Glass the other day. Like I was just trying to find some shit to watch, and
I
I was
still
just
ain't
flipping
seen
through
that.
TV. Man, yo, Glass was yo. Listen, like Glass was so fucking good, dude. Like
Hmm.
it was really really good. That to me, that's because M Night Shyamalan, man. Look, I just heard Rosenberg give a review for that old. He said that shit is trash.
But
He said it's
that's
super
usually
trash.
M Night Shyamalan movies. Usually they are trash.
Yeah, but Glass was good. Glass was good. Like
Okay,
that's
so my
really
question is, my question is, does he still have that afro from Unbreakable?
yes.
Damn, why they do my
He
man
still
Sam like that, man?
that's his costume though.
I
You know what I'm
know, but
saying?
that fro was trash, bro.
It is trash, but
He
the
had like a Douglas. I mean, a Douglas
uh
Frederick Douglass fro,
French
bro.
French
That shit was crazy.
Nah, like the way that they set it up, man. Like it's really good, man.
Okay.
It was a good sequel to which I didn't even know Split had anything to even do with Unbreakable
Yeah.
until Glass came out. So I thought that that was a good setup, but the master plan that came through, and then like the way that it ended, and then you see this, there's like a whole nother like organization that's like put together and all of this shit. It was crazy, but damn, I don't even know how we got there. Oh, because we said old girl was in Split,
Yeah.
but yeah, but other than that, man, like I might have seen some people, but like it was faint. You know what I'm saying? Because the girl that he let go in Split,
Mhm.
the girl with the wide eyes,
Mhm.
she's in Glass.
Okay.
So so I think that's why I really don't remember old girl like that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean,
it's a cast.
she was in it for like a couple minutes. It wasn't even really like nothing. I just remember her being one of the kidnapped girls.
Yeah. So I mean, but I mean, she did a good job in it. Like everybody, you know, fairly did a pretty good job. The only person that I think that like, I think Bishop was, you know, his acting was, you know, a
Hey
little
man,
so
I ain't gonna
so.
lie. I thought Bishop was gonna be a gay character. I really did.
Yeah, it kind of felt that way,
Yeah.
like it was coming, like it was gonna be there, but then then you realize like, oh, so he got sort of a thing with Heather, but then it's like
Mhm.
it was really weird, and then Ray, he was, I
That
don't
nigga
know,
was
man, like
weird, man.
he was super weird, man. I hate that thing where like people, it's like, now look, I've never been to Texas, but like it seems like in movies when it got anything to do with high school, there's always this over aggressive dude that's like,
That's been held back twice.
well, I mean that, but I mean I mean like I don't know. It's like there's always this dude where it's like this bully type thing, and it's like,
Mhm.
yo, like we didn't have nobody like that in my school. So it
Yeah.
was like I didn't really, but it's like it's in like every movie that's like dealing with high school, which is weird. But anyway, like the synopsis of this movie, man. Basically, it's a small town in Texas, and they do this game that's called Panic. And like we mentioned at the end, during the coming soon, is kind of like a what did we say? Saw mixed with Fear Factor.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Where like every year they do this game. Well, it's a series of games, and you get so many points every time you do a game, and then
And you got to be a graduating senior.
you gotta graduate high school. It's your senior year, so you got people who are freshmen and sophomores and juniors that are looking forward to playing this game. But the twist to the game this year was that the fact that the previous year a dude died playing the game. Yeah, a dude and a girl. But the dude ended up like once you get throughout the season, you find out that it was actually a suicide attempt. But what makes it unique is the kid that shot himself was the sheriff's son.
Yep.
So it made it seem like the sheriff, like the way they kind of trick you, you know what I'm saying, episode pretty much 1 through like 8, you're like, the sheriff is like very motivated on like shutting the game down. But then you find out later
he behind all the goddamn shit.
He behind all the shit. So
okay, now listen. When I found this out, it made sense because I'm like, man, how the fuck they just be knowing where all this shit is at? It was like the one where they did the fireworks when they first initially started it. That made sense to me because I'm like, okay, they shooting fireworks or whatever, so they got kind of visuals on where to go and how to reach them. And then when they start doing it in all the different spots, I'm like, that was clever, you know what I'm saying? So that way they ain't, they didn't know that, that they, got somewhere that they can at least have time to do whatever it is that they doing. Because the police were spread so thin because, it's a small town. And then, so basically it was just a sheriff and pretty much all his deputies. It really wasn't like no police. And so, but after the fireworks part, it was just like when they went to like the old junkyard or the old farm area or whatever the fuck it looked like, a junkyard and a farm mixed together. But where they had to cross the little thing to go from the silo to the little pole or whatever, and they doing that, and I'm like, how the fuck the police know where to go?
Yeah.
So that was my whole thing, because it's like every time they was doing something, the police just happened to pop up, and it just didn't make sense. Like when they was at the farm, when they had to go sneak in dude's house and then grab some shit out, he didn't call the police.
True.
And then he shot his shotgun, but nigga, in a small town like that on the farm, ain't nobody gonna know what the fuck going on. They probably thinking this nigga shooting coyotes. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so the police showed up then. And then the only time they didn't show up out of nowhere was with the haunted house part where the house got caught on fire. So like outside of that, everything else was just like, all right, man, something ain't right. So you finally find out that the sheriff is the dude that's pulling all the strings behind this. And it was like, okay, now it all makes sense as to why they had so much information as to where it was. My thing was always though, like, how, you know what I'm saying? Like he was getting this information to them somehow, some way, so they'd be able to, you know what I'm saying? Like pretty much find, you know what I'm saying, have some type of clue as to what's going on, but not necessarily really know what's going on, because that would have probably gave them away. But I had a question for you about this, man.
What's up?
You know what I'm saying? You graduated and you're a senior, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Y'all all kicking it. Y'all have your little graduation parties and everything. You do your thing. You know what I'm saying? You have your graduation party, all your boys there, everything else, you know what I'm saying? And then they come to you, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you had a big party because you was on the football squad. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their rings and jerseys on and whatnot. And they say, hey, man, you doing Panic this year? Are you volunteering for tribute to being Panic, man?
Okay, so first off, when I graduated, like next day, well, we were going to the beach for senior week, so
Okay.
so we didn't have no big party here because like like the beach was our panic. You know what I'm saying? It was like as soon as you
Yeah.
graduate, the next day we went to the beach. So that was what I ended up doing. So we didn't have no big parties here.
Okay.
But also something that you have to mention when we talk about panic is that there's a huge pot of
Yeah.
money that you could get, that you could
That they
win
pay
if you win.
from freshman year, bro.
Exactly.
That's
So
crazy.
now you have to throw that in consideration.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, no, I'm not doing that shit because there's this certain shit because like in the introduction of them like giving you an idea what panic is like, they're showing you a
Mhm.
motherfucker being buried alive. They're showing you know what I'm saying, somebody throwing spiders or cockroaches all over somebody or some shit like that.
Mhm.
And then it was like, according to this game, the very first thing that they did, they had to jump off this cliff. And like there was different stages of the cliff where you could get different points.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not jumping in no goddamn lake where fucking goddamn rocks are right up against the edge. You don't know how deep. Nah, man. No, I'm not. And then what I was looking forward to doing when I graduated was, you know what I'm saying, trying to get into some damn school to play football. And I'm not about to get
Right.
injured doing some wild ass shit
Right.
just so I possibly win some money. So personally, no. I'm not doing no panic shit because I just don't get involved with a lot of shit. Like, dude, you want to know what freaks me out mostly about Fear Factor, the show, which is
Was it the
eating wild
bugs?
shit. I can't eat. I think I would have. I mean, I don't like that either. But the eating, like, I can't do. I can't just put just shit in my mouth, man. I can't do it. Like
I'm with you.
I don't know, but that shit would have been hard. Be like, yo, you got to eat this. I'm like, man, fuck y'all and
No,
fuck
I'm gonna
that
tell you.
bacon.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you where I I knew I wasn't gonna be able to do Fear Factor. When them motherfuckers said that they was eating like deer penis and like ox balls and shit like that. Bro, I'm not putting no deer dick in my mouth, bro.
Dude, hey, listen, but it's hey, I don't even eat chitlins, my guy.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
like,
like, bro, I'm cool, bro.
nah, man. Like, it's too much. It's too much wild shit. So, honestly, man, I wouldn't have been able to do Panic. Now, would I watch it? That's a totally different story. I'm here for the entertainment. I'm here to watch y'all fuck y'all stuff up. You know what I'm saying? So I would be out in that crowd, you know what I'm saying, and watching y'all
Yeah.
fuck some shit up. So yeah, I'll be a spectator myself.
I'm
What
with you,
about you?
man. I'm with you. I don't think I could I don't think I could participate in that only because like it seemed easy at first with like little shit like because they was jumping off the little cliff or whatever, jumping into the water. It was high, but it really wasn't no rocks. And then you know what I'm saying, you get Heather to come out because she desperate because her mom stole all her money for college to
Yo, that was fucked
fix the
up, man.
transmission, which was some bullshit. But
Hey, but I'm gonna let you finish. But she had a great
yeah,
comeback when she took the car. She's like, that's my car. She said, that's my transmission.
hell
I thought
yeah,
that shit was dope.
shit. So you know what I'm saying? She been working. She had just got fired. She's trying to save up all this goddamn money to go to college, to get out of her house, and the next thing you know, she go look at her shit, and her mom stole all this money to so called get a transmission. But her mom also had this deadbeat ass boyfriend, this bum ass dude, who I think she was giving him money too. So yeah, so she had to do that in out of desperation. Excuse me, she did that out of desperation. She went to the highest point on the cliff and she jumped out. But I mean, I could have did like them first couple rounds. That wasn't shit. Now where I would have stopped at was the abandoned house. I'm not, and I repeat, I'm not spending the fucking night or getting no action in no nasty ass abandoned house, man. Who the hell is going to the abandoned house to bone, bro? That's gross.
Yeah, that ain't.
And I've got some action in obscure places, but never in no nasty abandoned house.
I know, right? Nah, I ain't done that. I'm with you on that one. That was the abandoned house thing was kind of weird. Like the other one that got me is when they went to that one house where they had to go through like this pasture or whatever, and like
Yeah, that's at the
um
farm.
yeah, the phone the dude start shooting and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That shit wasn't part of the game. You know, this
Hell
motherfucker was
no, it
shit,
wasn't.
like he was shooting through the damn the corn or whatever the fuck that shit was. Like,
Man.
nah, man. And because they had to go in there and they had to get something, and then Heather got locked in another place because a girl, Natalie, set her up. Like,
Mm-hmm. Hey, you talking about a dirtbag, bro? Natalie was a dirtbag ass friend. She was fine, but she was a dirtbag ass friend, bro.
yeah, but then at the same time, it was because what we found out probably like episode 7 or some shit, she ended up being a judge.
Yep.
So she ended up having to do that shit to Heather.
But still, man, like
But it still was
she
a
was still
dirtbag
a
move.
dirtbag. Yeah, like if you know your friend going to college and you a judge, you're supposed to be helping your friend out. If
True.
you want to see anybody win, you want to see your friend win, bro.
Yeah, but then like she did, but what also made her a dirtbag was how she was telling her, "Yo, we're gonna be in this together, and which one
Mm-hmm.
of us win, we could split it." But then she also set up a deal with Dodge and told Dodge that, "Yo, you know what I'm saying? I help you and all this type of shit." So she's telling, you know what I'm saying, this new love interest one thing and telling her best friend since what they say the second or third or fourth grade, whatever the fuck they were saying.
Yeah, they was like kids, bro. They was like baby kids.
Yeah, and that hold on, man. Okay, could you be Bishop? You know what I'm saying? You just friends with these two girls. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been
Mm-hmm.
cool since third grade. You know what I'm saying? But you kind of got a crush on one of them. But then like you just this motherfucker ain't had no dude friends. He just had two
I
girlfriends.
mean, I wasn't mad at him. I actually thought that was actually a smart move. Because the friend zone get you in a lot of places that you know what I'm saying you can't get into. Just being a regular dude that liked the girl. You know what I'm saying? At least in the friend zone, you could spend the night over her house. You know what I'm saying? You go over there and kick it with her. You can see her all the time. That type shit. As a dude who just likes her, you don't get none of that access. So I thought that was a very smart move on his behalf. Could I be Bishop? More, yeah, I think I could. I think I could play that role. Um, I have a lot of female friends, so for me that's not out of the normal. But you know, I don't know about just having a crush on them because like with my female friends, like I'm able to talk to them about stuff, and you know what I'm saying. And if I like them, I can say I like them and shit like that. But nah, I don't know if I could just be like crushing on the chick and we just cool. And I know, you know what I'm saying, and I'm scared to talk to her. None of that. Nah, it ain't none of that.
I thought the dynamic between them was a little odd because apparently Bishop, well, his dad is a politician, so Bishop that family got money, but Heather stayed in the trailer park. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
like, so you privy to different shit when your best friend got money and your other one is poor. So it's kind of like, you know, Heather had to, save. She had to work and save up a whole bunch of money,
Mhm.
but Bishop was the person who didn't have to work. You know what I'm saying? But he just got everything he needed from his dad and shit. So it was a little weird dynamic, man. So,
Well,
but
that whole friendship in general was a weird dynamic because um Natalie's dad was one of the deputies.
yep,
You know what I'm saying? So like her dad being a deputy and his dad being like you said he was a politician.
yeah.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. So like
Oh,
that.
mayor, he was something. A
Yeah,
politician,
like
it's about the same thing.
it was just all weird. Like everything about that shit was just weird, bro.
Man, it was super weird, man. And then like the one thing that was wild, I'm trying to remember, was it Bonnie? Um, so Heather lost her job,
Mhm.
so she needs a new job. So she's at this like this hardware store,
Yeah.
and she sees this lady struggling. So she goes up to the lady and she started helping her put like the stuff in her car. And she's like, what's your name? She tell her, and she's just like, yo, like, are you looking for a job? And she was like, yes. She was like, well, I can't remember if it was something happened to somebody or something that she had like an open spot, and she was like, yo, you can come work at my farm. I can
Well,
pay you this.
the person that was working at her farm before, I think they quit.
I think that's what it was. I think she said that somebody just quit.
Yeah.
So she gives her this job, and it was just right at the right time. And like the dynamic between them got kind of like it sped up real quick. Like that shit was on fast forward, man, because like at the time, her and her mom and her mom's boyfriend got into this huge fight. And so she left with her little sister. She had like a 9-year-old sister or something like that. So the lady ended up letting them fucking, I wouldn't call it move in, but basically gave them a little temporary place to stay and all this other shit like that. And it's just
Yeah.
like, yo, I don't know how small towns work, but like, you know what I'm saying? You just taking in 2 kids from some people, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man, like, it's just weird. And then on top of that, this motherfucker got a whole tiger, my guy.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? Like, how do you just have like a whole tiger like just off in the backyard? You know what I'm saying?
Wow
With all
shit.
this security. Yo, this is nuts, my guy. It's completely nuts. But I just thought that was weird. That was the one thing that was weird about the show was the fact that she don't know this lady don't know her, and then you just take in these 2 kids
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know. I just thought that was a little strange. I just don't see that shit really happening in real life, but what do I know?
Right. So one of the things that kind of caught my attention was the dynamic of Heather and what's the dude named Ray?
Ray? Yeah.
Yeah, because like it was showing you throughout the show like Ray was sort of like this bully, and you know what I'm saying, like he was sort of this dude who was just like on everybody's ass. You could tell like he was older, a little bit older than everybody else. And then like he was, I forgot what the one girl he was hanging out with, I forgot who she was. I think it was like they was all friends or whatever. They was all in the same group. But then
Sarah.
like yeah, but like you know what I'm saying, like you could see that he was eyeing Heather, but he had like a weird little thing for Heather. And so like after a while, you know what I'm saying, like they start hooking up and start kicking it, and you know what I'm saying, they start doing their thing. And it was funny because like she was, you know what I'm saying, like she was so nervous for people to see them together. You know what I'm saying? Like her friend found a boyfriend, she found a boyfriend, and then Bishop was trying to, you know what I'm saying, come at her, but I think she like rejected him. So then he ended up finding a girlfriend, and then like she got jealous about it, and then she started messing with Ray because of it. And then like, you know what I'm saying, like it was everything was just so high school about that, you know what I'm saying, like just about that relationship, bro. Like it was I liked how they really put that perspective on it, you know what I'm saying? Like just the oh, I'm gonna go out with him because you know what I'm saying, you went out with her type thing, like just that little high school pettiness in it. I like how they added that in there to make it more authentic.
True, but then also like it made it seem like Ray was like that was the one thing. It's like, look, man, I ain't trying to criticize the script or anything, but the
Mm-hmm.
one thing that sucked about it was because it's just the fact that you've seen it so many times where it's like they try to portray them as enemies and they really don't like each other, and but you can
Right.
see like they got this chemistry, but they act like they hate each other. Shit, it's like, come on, man, like you knew by the end of the fucking series that they was gonna get together. Like you felt that
Yeah.
in like season, like episode 1, like towards the end of episode 1, you like they gonna be fucking, man, by episode 5. Like you see it because it's been done so many times. But the other thing with Ray is the fact that his brother was locked up,
Mm-hmm.
or well had gotten locked up, because he got out around like episode 4 or 5 or some shit like this, so he was locked up. For basically like this hit and run on this girl, and it was a part of Panic. And
Yeah.
but the thing is, that kind of we have to mention Dodge now because Dodge is new to the town, and the
That's
reason that Dodge is there
Natalie's boyfriend.
exactly,
Yeah.
and so we found out why Dodge was so invested on winning Panic was because his sister got hit by a car, and it was during the game Panic.
Right.
So he wants to go in and win the pot. I think he wanted to win the pot. I don't remember. Was it like something like to pay for his sister's? I don't know if it was physical therapy or surgery. It was something. I can't remember why he wanted the money, but that was why he wanted the money, because he wanted to do something for his sister that got hit by a car during Panic. So it then like it was this whole thing of like with Penn, Ray, and Dodge against each other, because it seemed like that they had the best odds to win the game. So with that, the sheriff knew that it was going to be one of those people to win too. Heather ended up being the, what do you call it? Like the surprise, like the, you know what I'm saying, the team that, or the person that like nobody thought that.
Yeah, because she was like one of those quiet, you know what I'm saying, like like bookworm type of girls.
Yeah, like, and then everybody said that not everybody, but Natalie and Bishop was like, yo, like you're afraid of everything. Like you're not gonna do Panic because you're scared of everything.
Yeah.
So that's why she wasn't. You couldn't even call her the underdog, because everybody was just like, oh, you're gonna be out in the first round because you won't do shit. But she started out with a bang because she was the one that jumped from the highest on the cliff, so she started out in the lead.
Yep.
Yeah. So it was now, you know, with the way of the world, like they had to put the discretion things in there. Don't attempt these things, and you know, they put the suicide number on there after a couple of episodes and shit. Like once we found out that the sheriff's son actually committed suicide, because it was a game of Russian roulette, but the guns got switched out.
Yeah.
And his son was actually the one who did it. So after that episode, then they started showing the suicide prevention thing. So,
well, the interesting thing about that dynamic is after we find out who the sheriff really is and what, you know what I'm saying, like how he's connected to the game, you start to see that dynamic between him and his wife and him going through his grief and everything else. You see why it hit him so hard and why he was the way he was. Because like that was really just him being guilty the whole time. And then not only that, yo, this dude was having an affair with Dodge's mom.
Yo, that was wild.
Yo, that shit was crazy, bro.
Dude, I got some shit to tell you after the fight. Man, listen. Man, the lady that played Dodge's mom, man, she looked like somebody. It was so crazy. It was so crazy. Like when she was first introduced, I was like, oh my god, man, she looked just like an old girl, boy.
Yeah, man.
Like that, it was just weird. But yeah, that was so crazy because the wife even knew about it. You know what I'm saying? Like she knew about it from the jump.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? But she played it cool because she was still grieving, you know what I'm saying, over her son.
Right.
Which the sheriff was too, but the sheriff was not only grieving over his son, but the main reason why he was, you know what I'm saying, into Panic the way that he was because he was a gambler and he owed a lot of money to some people. So his whole thing was to throw, because they made it seem like he was against Panic. He was trying to stop it, but in all actuality, he was trying to fix the games so he could win that pot of money because he needed to pay these people off. He even took out loans and all types of shit, you know what I'm saying, to try to, you know, cover up some things. So I thought that threw another twist in there because we had no idea that the sheriff was was going through so much shit, which added that thing. And then there's another thing, real quick. So his son switched out the guns and actually committed suicide, but it was Russian roulette. How did he know that the shit was going to fall on him with the bullet in the chamber?
Well, if he switched the guns out, right?
Mhm.
Then the easiest way to do it was by switching the guns out. You just got a bullet in every chamber.
Well, how do you know you spin first?
You don't know who spent first.
Yeah, so somebody else could have died, and you sitting there like,
Yeah,
damn, like,
and that's why I think his guilt hit him the way it did, because with them switching out the guns and everything else, he probably was looking at it like, damn, I didn't know that was gonna be my son. You know what I'm saying? He probably thought about that like, damn, I really fucked my son over with that. So I mean, whew, that's a tough one, bro. That's really a tough one, because it's like, you running these games and you behind all this shit, and then they come to find out, these kids is dying, and to him, he a dirtbag for real, so he really don't give a fuck about these kids. Then they come to find out it's your kid, and then it's like, oh shit, now the tables turn. You know what I'm saying? Karma coming back around, and you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you really deal with that? You know what I mean? So it's just like, and then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? He got to pay these motherfuckers back too. Now his wife mad at him. They relationship is going, you know what I'm saying, in shambles. So it was crazy. I mean, that shit. Even the chick he was having, even when he was having an affair with Dodge's mom, that was going in shambles in a way too. Because Dodge was like, yo, like, you keep letting these motherfuckers come in and out and run in and out our lives. Like, what is this about? So I mean, it just seemed like it was a lot going on with the sheriff.
man, you ain't kidding. Because then also when it came to what was I gonna say? You had mentioned Dodge's mom, but it was damn, I completely lost my train of thought. But he was writing notes to his son's girlfriend, like trying to like get her to get like out of the game and shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
because he wanted like to have a clear path for his son. Because I think that what he was trying to do, he was trying to fix the game to where his son won.
Yeah.
But the whole shit fucking backfired on his ass.
And then his son's girlfriend, we find out why she was so reluctant to tell anything.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot. It's so much going on, man. I thought that the writing ended up being good, because then we end up also finding out that Ray's brother was actually in booking when that accident went down,
Yep.
but the sheriffs tampered with the evidence and all this type of shit like that,
and blamed it on him.
Exactly. So it's like there's a lot of shit going on, man. There's just where you got the game Panic, you got Heather's story. Heather wants to be a writer, and the reason she even joined Panic was because her mom stole the money, and she was just trying to get the money because she had to pay for school, because she couldn't get a scholarship, which is weird. But no, it's not weird, because like you don't really get scholarships on just trying to be a writer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you can get them, but it's like, bro, you gotta be like extraordinary at that shit.
yeah,
You gotta damn near be a savant for some shit like that. And then like on top of her not playing sports, on top of her not really being a goddamn, like a social kid, like that didn't help out either. Like, you know what I'm saying? So she really was going against the odds, really, for the whole thing.
And then also what was fucked up, and dude, I felt for her, man. Her mom showed up to graduation late.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Gives her a gift that's not even a gift.
Right.
And then ask her for some money. My God. And then she gives her what she had. She had like a 10 or something like that. And she was like, "Is that all you got?" And she's like, "Yeah, that's all I got." And it's just like, that's some bullshit. Like, she's going through some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she was going through a lot, taking care of her little sister and shit. Like, that was a lot. Then they was like, months behind on rent, like all kind of shit. They was about to get kicked out. Her mom was dealing with this dude who really didn't give a fuck about her, but to, you know what I'm saying, get some. And so she was dealing with that. And then her mom had the abusive boyfriend coming back and forth. It was just like, it was a lot of different things.
I mean, that it was, man. And then the crazy part, you know what I'm saying, we gotta mention this, is the fact that so they found out where I forgot exactly how they found out, but there was like I said, there was a pot of money that's been saved up ever since that they was freshmen. So you got all of these different people because you got the sheriff running thing, but they got these people that are judges. Like I mentioned earlier, Natalie was one of the people that turned out to be a judge. Well, another person that turned it out to be a judge was Bishop. So Heather is playing a game where she has no idea that her two best friends are judges. All right. So somehow someone figured out where the pot was because what's his name? Damn, I just said his damn name, and now I forgot it. Bishop. So Bishop was the one that was in control over the money. So he was the one who had the pot of money. He had this. It was in like this canister. It was like he had it in like this canister dug into the ground, and he would move a barrel and put the barrel over where the money was. So somehow Sarah was able to find out exactly what the damn money was. So Sarah ended up stealing the pot.
Mm-hmm.
So Bishop goes back, and I don't remember why Bishop ended up going there, but Bishop goes back, and the damn money's gone. So Bishop like, what the fuck? Like somebody stole the pot of money. Now Sarah played this shit off cool because you know what I'm saying? That's just like if you rob something, you can't just immediately quit your job or, immediately go buy some shit. Like you gotta, you know what I'm saying, play it cool for a while. Don't make it seem like anything changed. You still gotta, live your regular life, go to work, all that type shit. So Sarah played it cool. She didn't steal the pot of money and just fucking took off running. You know what I'm saying? Like she played it cool, like everything was kosher. So Bishop, being the friend that he is, he got an Audi, which I did not understand because the Audi was like, you know what I'm saying, 10 years old, and this motherfucker calls what do you call those people? Call somebody to sell his Audi. He's like, it only got 20,000 miles on it. Get the fuck out of here, man. Ain't no way in hell the Audi only got 20,000 miles on it when it's like a 10-year-old car. But that's besides the point. So he sells the car, and what basically ended up happening at the end was the game. Okay, I can't go there yet. So basically, what ended up happening is the sheriff really, really takes over. Mm-hmm. The sheriff ended up getting Heather's sister involved with the damn tiger because I think he tried to get Heather taken out because he knew that Heather would sacrifice herself for her little sister. So this dirty ass motherfucker, he's more than a dirtbag, my guy.
Big time.
He gives a letter to like a 9-year-old girl to go the inside of a cage where a fucking tiger, a live tiger is. You know what I'm saying? What if Heather didn't get it? And now you got just a 9-year-old girl that got ate by a tiger. It's fucked up.
See, that's what I'm saying about the sheriff, bro. Like he was a real life dirtbag, but that's what I mean when I say that. You know what I'm saying? That guilt hit him super hard when he found out. You know what I'm saying? What happened to his son? Because it was like, yo, he didn't give a fuck about them other kids. And like you said, he was probably setting it up for his son to be the, you know what I'm saying, the champion of it all. But you go through everything that you go through, and then you find out that you the one who basically responsible for your son's death. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go through that. Like, as you can see, he was cheating on his wife, even though you see she was grieving. She was going through depression and everything else like that. He just kind of left her in the dust and just started banging out, you know what I'm saying, Dodge's mom like it wasn't shit.
Oh yeah, and then not even just fucking her, dude. Like he got the game all wrong. Man. He treating the
Yeah.
side better than the main.
Yeah,
He like this motherfucker in love over here and shit. It's like, yo, you got the game
man.
fucked up, man. So so then so Heather ended up figuring it out, but the tiger ended up getting out. So
Yeah,
now it's just a live tiger just going around town and shit. And
that's
just
crazy.
yeah, man, it's just a tiger just walking around town. And so anyway, it ended up being this game that had to be played. Now the sheriff ended up telling Dodge that he was going to drive his car for the last game. The last game was what they call it shit. Um, it's a name for it. When you got two cars
Chicken.
going head to head, chicken. Yeah. So they're basically playing a game of chicken. And the way he set it up was, and this is what tripped me out. It was because no, I think that Ray was supposed to have been in the car regardless, but in his truck. But Ray and Dodge ended up having a conversation, and they came up with this whole plan to fuck the sheriff up.
Yeah.
And but what the plan that Ray came up with was there was a bomb under Ray's truck, but they figured it out. And Ray took the bomb and put it under Dodge's car because he knew that the sheriff was going to drive his car.
Yep.
What Ray wanted to happen because Ray got him and Dodge on his boat at the time that they supposed to be driving the car. And what the whole plan was, oh man, Dodge wins, and then the sheriff gets the money, and then he goes. But it was supposed to be at the end of the thing where they say he won, the car was supposed to blow up. But Heather, being hard headed, she gets Ray's truck and she plays the damn game of chicken. Right. And what ended up happening, out of all the fucking things to happen, out of all the places the fucking tiger could be, this motherfucker goes right in the middle of a game of chicken where this motherfucker got to slam on brakes. And then the sheriff, if you're going to run directly into a car, why wouldn't you run into the tiger too? Why she stop and why he turn?
Hey man, I don't know, but I tell you what, that'd have been one dead ass tiger had it been me.
Man, listen, that tiger would have got ran over, my guy. I'd rather hit the tiger than to hit a damn another car.
We'd have had a brand new tiger skin rug.
And bro would have been bloody as hell.
Hey, with tire marks all over
it. So then the car, the sheriff in Dodge's car, it flips over, and then so the sheriff gets out the car before the bomb goes off. And so then Dodge and everybody show up, and Ray and Heather have a moment. So then something else, like we skipped over a lot of shit, people, but you know, so you got to watch it. But so real quick, the sheriff's wife goes into Dodge's mom's. They had like a diner, and they had a conversation, but they didn't show you the conversation. All they showed was, we got a lot to talk about, and that was it.
Hell yeah. So
then the sheriff gets out, like I said, he gets out the car after the car blows, before the car blows up. So he's walking, he thinking everything kosher. Then the tiger pop up. So this was like, well, shit, I still got my deputy pistol over here. I just shoot this damn tiger in the face. Come to find out, his wife is right there with a goddamn sniper rifle, man. Shoot this motherfucker in the chest. And then she walks off into the night, but guess who she gets in the car with? Dodge's mom. So these motherfuckers set the damn sheriff up and got him the fuck out of here. And so anyway, to rewind back to this pot of money, so Bishop sells his Audi before he goes to school and give Heather this book, and then come to find out he gave her the money that he got for the book, and like they put a note in there to try to say that. So she don't technically know where the money came from. She know it came from the game of Panic, but she didn't know that Bishop sold his car to give her the money. So she ended up getting the money that she wanted, and she ended up having a story to write for this book that she wants, because she writes about the whole game of Panic and all this shit. So, but good show though, man. Turned out to be a good show.
Very good show, man. It was a lot of suspense, a lot of action. Little mystery here and there, but it was some drama in there too. But it was all around good show, man. I liked it. When I had first started watching it, I knew to hit you up ASAP. Like, man, you gonna love this one. So I'm glad, you know what I'm saying, we got one that we could, you know what I'm saying, especially pod about, because it ain't too many of those that you can watch and get hooked on and actually get a chance to pod about it. So that was a dope thing to do too. So yeah, man, you ready for these Fire Flames?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yoga Fire! Yoga Flame!
All right, man. So I'd go ahead and take it on this one. Um, you know what I'm saying? The cast was super good at what they did. There wasn't really, I didn't really see any bad acting because I mean there wasn't really to a lot to go off of as far as like seeing everybody. Like we said, these are pretty much like some new faces. Um, it really wasn't shot a certain way. So, well, I mean,
Oh man, we lost Scoots there. Um, he's gonna be back momentarily. Um, there he is. He's back.
man, I don't know. It just clicked out on me. My fault. But it was shot a certain way, of course, but it wasn't really like shot in any kind of fashion to where you was, you know what I'm saying, you was looking at it like, man, this is beautiful. But as far as story of it, the whole storyline to me is what really kept me intrigued about the whole thing because it was so much that was going on and it was all being pieced together beautifully. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like something would happen and then, you know what I'm saying, like 2 episodes later you like, yeah, but what about this shit here? So it wasn't like none of that. Everything kind of came together at the end, which I thought was dope. It was a huge surprise to find out that the sheriff was behind it because, like, here and there, it was giving you hints about who was connected and who really wasn't. Like, Bishop was somehow connected to it. Natalie was ended up, you know what I'm saying, being connected to it. So at the end of it all, it was pretty much, you know what I'm saying, like a dope little way to tell a story. I'm interested to see if they'll do a season 2. I'm looking forward
Mhm.
to that if they end up doing that. And then for me, at the end of it all, I'm gonna give it a 3.5, man.
That's what's up. Yeah, I think that the way that they did the show, I think that there is an opening for season 2, but it's gonna have a different dynamic to it because the sheriff is out of here. So I think that if they do it, I think it's gonna be a whole new cast. I feel like I don't know. I just got a strange feeling about it. I just feel like I feel like it's gonna be like a whole nother town with a whole nother story. You see what I'm saying? Like the word got out about Panic, and then all of a sudden this new school start doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I
Yeah,
got a feel for it. But I think that yeah, it wasn't no bad acting. Um, I thought that the show it it's one of those shows where, like I said, like I had watched like 4 or 5 straight episodes. Like it was weird. Like it was just like, oh man, I need to see what happens. It's one of those type
yeah,
shows.
yeah.
And but with that being said, man, I'm gonna give it man, can't remember the last time we've been on the same page, but I'm gonna give it a 3.5 myself, man.
Nice.
Yeah, so ain't mad at it at all. So man, this next one, um, damn, now I can't remember if yeah, we be saying that it's when it's a an appreciation episode.
Mhm.
So we got an appreciation episode coming up for y'all, man. You know, we drop one every month. We pick a person and we just give them their flowers, man, while they're here. You know, this person that we're doing, it's another legend, but it's not an underground legend. Well,
Not at all.
I guess, well, yeah. I mean, he's universally seen, so damn, fuck that up. But yeah, this person, they
Nah, we we
ah
we tell them who the
Do we tell him if it's a he or a she? I can't remember. Like
Nah,
sometimes I feel
we
like we
tell who
don't.
the appreciation is. The appreciation is what, Spike Lee, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay. I
We
was
ain't
trying
deal
to
with
think.
it. Yeah, I said we ain't deal with it so long, but nah, the appreciation is Spike Lee, man. You know what I'm saying? He's made his name in Hollywood for the longest. He's opened up doors for a lot of people. He's helped a lot of people start their careers. Um, man, he's made some classics. You know what I'm saying? So he's one of the guys who I feel like we should definitely show our love to, and like you said, we should definitely get those flowers to, and make sure that um we acknowledge who he is and what he is as a staple in Hollywood.
Yes, sir. Definitely, man. So be on the lookout for that episode. It's coming to y'all real soon. Also, you know what I'm saying, if you really feeling the content, I just did an episode on 28 minutes or less. You know what I'm saying? I just did a little breakdown of not a breakdown of the finals, but you know what I'm saying? Did some NBA finals talk. Usually some stuff that I would do with my guy Uncle Washington, man. I know I can't do it like he did it, but I'm trying my best to hold down the fort myself. So you can go check out episode 49 of the see there I go. Of the 28 minutes or less podcast. You know what I'm saying, on all major platforms, and you can follow me at s.foster8 on Instagram and Twitter. Also 28 minutes or less pod on Instagram, 28 minutes or less on Facebook. Um, shit, yeah, that's everything right there.
That's what's up, man. Make sure you guys go follow me at Scoots Bronson on Twitter, Scoots Bronson _TV on Instagram. Make sure you go follow my other pod, 15 Minutes of Fame with Scoots Bronson. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at View9Pod. Make sure you go to Facebook. You can join the group, VA Pod Watch Group. You can get all our information from either one. You know, you can find out what the old episodes was. Make sure you guys subscribe to the pod if you're just now listening, if you're new to it. We definitely appreciate it. Thank everybody for all their support and everything that they've been giving us. And a big shout out to Casey, man. You know, he always showing love. He hit me up this past weekend. It was you know what I'm saying? We talked a little bit about the last pod. He was laughing. He told me that I should be just reviewing the beginning of the movie because I had fell asleep on Black Widow and I started laughing, man. I was like, hey, it was a long day, man. It was a super long day. But you know what I'm saying? He always showing the support, man. So, you know, shout out to the guy Casey, man. He always holding it down for us.
Yes, sir, man. That he is. He always is, man. So appreciate that dude, man. Most definitely.
For sure, man. So you know what I'm saying? Thank everybody for listening. Thank everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you guys a lot. Your support means so much to us. And you guys already know what the deal is, man. Like they said in Hollywood, that's a wrap.
Cut.